This is Pacheco. And he'll be out right at the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
In motion right, that's Hardman. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives him a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. On the move to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
In motion right, that's Hardman. Here's Pacheco. And this time he is in. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. On second down, here's Burrow. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. That'll back the PAT up from the 15 to the 20.
And with the advent of that rule, moving the PAT back to the 15-yard line to begin with, they were no longer kicking normal extra points, were they? They were kicking field goals. This is a longer field goal attempt for them, even though it's only for an extra point.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC, and even 70 yards.
Well, they weren't worried about the guys in this play call. Sent out a 4-receiver set, and they're all going to run vertical routes and really put pressure on that secondary. And this is just a beautiful throw, right where it needs to be, and it turns into a huge play.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 84 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And out of bounds right around the 20. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2-yard line.
And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. In motion right, that's Hardman. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? But remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Touchdown, Kansas City. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now the Chiefs will once again decide to go for two here. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get them two more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Pass complete to Higgins, and he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.